I'm gonna tell you how aliens invaded, but then I'm gonna do it in the most simple way ever, right? So, aliens, illegal immigrants, which are the English people. English settlers came over here in the 1500s, and then them coming over here in the 1500s, they came here by North Carolina first. Them coming here by North Carolina, which is where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? They end up naming Raleigh after Walter Raleigh. Now, the English settlers was not supposed to settle. They wasn't supposed to settle because it was two natives, which was Wanchese and Monteo. The chief said, this is why the Chiefs was playing too. The chief said, nah, they can't stay here. But then Walter Raleigh left, came back. When he came back, the Kronos natives, they just disappeared. Them disappearing, white folks ended up moving to Virginia. They took over Virginia. They got Jamestown, all that. Well, all that racism started. Now, with racism, that's a concept they just created, manifested, brought over here. Bible didn't get into their language until the 1600s. That was by King George. So when they, no, not King George, King James, whatever his name is, but Bible changed 1500, so 1600. So with the Bible changed 1600s, right? This book came all the way from Ethiopia though, so they mistranslated a lot of it. They use English. English comes with equations, so the equations is the words. This is why people are lost in translation. They got too many words in English. All of these words mean different things, but when they have trigger words, you see that it makes people feel certain ways because all we can do is combat each other on what our sin is. So we be talking to each other, but because some children don't listen, they don't get the messages clear. Because listen and silent, you start making your brain, you know what I'm saying, gain knowledge off experience. With it gaining knowledge off experience, everybody ain't experienced everything. So they don't know nothing about like the setup of the ghetto, the neighborhoods, the traps that they put out here. So with them putting out here, they push sin through the television. The television came in the 1950s. All right, so with the television really coming in the 1950s, where it took wave and got into all of our homes, they was guiding people with different sins each generation. So each generation got stuck in one of the seven deadly sins. Now, the millennials got stuck in lust. They got stuck in lust because we don't understand what love is. People think that their parents loved each other, all this other shit, but then those were the parents that were stuck together because they was trying to do the correct thing. Black people really didn't start fighting until 1980. When you start fighting until 1980, because they made up a word for us, which was African American. That word was made up in the 1800s, but that did not exist as its own word. So they had to start calling us that in the 1980s because they wanted to push it. Because if we kept studying history, we would have found out all the things that we lost. So we cover up all these scars, all these wounds. We had to fight to be human. We had to fight to be equal, and we still fight to this day. But they have us fighting each other because 1980s it switched. Once you get control of the media, we don't have no type of First Amendment. We don't have freedom of speech. We don't have freedom of religion. We don't have freedom of press. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not laws made for us, they're made against us. We fought for those laws to be equals in the 1960s. And then what they did after the 1960s was made sure that all those laws was against us. And then the whole 1900s, they got rid of the high rising black neighborhoods, the ones that had successful people in it. So they got rid of neighborhoods by making lakes. They got rid of neighborhoods by making parks. They got rid of neighborhoods by making highways. They got rid of neighborhoods by making like just different, like they just crafted different plans, and it mainly came from the newspaper articles that they would write. That's even why they banished weed. Like, weed was hemp. Hemp is how the first Bible was made, how the first thing of clothes was made. So that was a plant that they had to ban. You know what I'm saying? They turned things that we create against us. When we was making money off watermelon and chicken, they had to make newspaper articles that was picking on it. So the next generation, like, I ain't gonna be selling that. So they always brainwash the children. If you can grab the children, then you can make them think that, oh, this is the way that you're supposed to move in society, this is the way you're supposed to act, this is the way you're supposed to feel, all that. And then they don't grow into advancement of recognizing feelings. So we are ran by a demonic country. By that is now going to the era of truth where revelations is coming, and with revelations is so much stuff online that's going to tell you about your past, the true history, that you see that it's systems against us. The school system was against us, you know what I'm saying? The prison system was against us. The church system is against us. They all work for the same slayers of the taxpayers. And then that taxpayer, Uncle Sam, They had to show him at the Super Bowl so you know who you under control of. Like, we fighting back for America. We is fighting to be free in America. And now all these people feel us, want us to fight their battles, and we was fighting all these other battles. We helped y'all with gay pride. We helped y'all with the women's right. And then they turned their backs on us because they still don't understand. Those are entitled children that y'all are defending. Even these people that be acting like they street, that didn't even come from the street. Like, it's a lot of rappers. When Casanova, or whatever his name is, went on Vlad and snitched on himself, I was glad he did it. He sounded stupid. This man said, I came from a good neighborhood, so I had to hang with the Jack boys. I had to rob people. My mama already gave me the money, but I had the money twice. And those are the type of people that about to get us killed. And they either get killed in the hood themselves because they don't understand nothing. We are out there surviving. We are trying to live. We get denied jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, we goddamn work up. We got women that's working against us. Like, all they want is your bread. They don't want nothing coming out of your mind. Like, it's shit. If you got a like conflicted baby mama, but that's on the dude. He shouldn't lay down with them females. Like, you have to talk to these women, understand who they is before you sleep with them. Because if you just sleeping with someone that you know you can't speak to, when it comes to them kids, bro, they is gonna be overbearing. They is not gonna listen to you. So that is the main problem in America. We got too many people that can't listen to each other. America's biggest sin is pride. This is the pride land, but it's supposed to be the promised land. It's just missing a few letters. You know what I'm saying? Just like a hoe can be a housewife. She's just missing a few letters. Like, if we're going to use they letters, man, we got to understand that it worked against us, and some people's mind got shriveled up because those trigger words made them fearful. It made them fearful to speak out. It made them fearful to find a light. It made them fearful to know who they was. It made them fearful to really understand themselves, Because God being love is people that don't know what love is until it's lost. And once it's lost, you ain't going to gain it back. And if you go into that blasphemy way, blaming God, you need to blame yourself, because accountability is one of the main things. We go down every path we done chose. We got free will. So, like, I be telling people again, it's not for us to believe in God, but do God believe in you? Because if God don't believe in you, you're going to miss some answers.